What's up, America? How are you guys doing? It's 12 o'clock. It's Tuesday. It's time for lunch break, brought to you by recteq, powered by Kingsford. It's fan favorite week all week long here at recteq. So my good friend, your master chefs, got to get it started. Let's give it up for Chef Greg Muller.
What's up, recteq family? I'm Chef Greg, and today it is Tuesday, November 3rd, and you're going to remember this day.
That's right.
Why? Because we're cooking something amazing that y'all requested, because it's fan favorite week here at recteq Worldwide Headquarters here in Evans, Georgia. I'm not going to lie, Chef John, it was a little crisp this morning.
Yeah, it was crisp.
Like 34 degrees crisp.
Perfect day for voting.
To stand in line for a couple hours,
yes,
and do your
civic
duties?
Yeah, to remember what made this country great.
Shoot, yeah, Bo. I mean, we're making Cassoulet great again. So I guess we let the cat out of the bag in the name of the title and me just saying we're making Cassoulet, which I was kind of surprised with, that our recteq family is...
They're high class, Chef Greg.
They are highfalutin people out there.
Yeah, they are.
Well-traveled.
Uh-huh.
I mean, their taste buds are global. So I forget who actually requested Cassoulet. I had it written down on the desk.
We'll give a shout
Jordan Johnson. Okay, I know you're out there watching, Jordan Johnson.
That's
our investigator of information.
Hit us up real quick, Jordan.
Go ahead
so
and let
we
us
can
know. But Cassoulet is a classical French peasant dish, and me and Chef John, we love some soul food.
Oh yeah.
And this is just some soul food from the other side of the pond.
I'm loving that.
Okay, and we've been cooking a special component of this delicious cassoulet since like first thing this morning, and I got to tell you, the star of the show are these beans. 100%.
100%.
100%. So cassoulet is typically a bean stew. I love the Great Northern beans, but it's got some components to it that you might or might not know about. Duck confit is typically an ingredient in that, but that's not something you're going to find at the grocery store all the time.
No.
But you know what you can find at the grocery store? Seasoned meats. Yeah, no, you heard that right. Seasoned meats. Like smoked pigtails.
Yes.
And some hocks. Okay? Southern staples. So this is going to be like, we're going to recteqify, redneckify this recipe right now. But before we can do that, you guys got to do us something. Go ahead, comment down below, smash that share button, and if you're watching on YouTube, just go ahead and that red rectangle in the corner, just go ahead and smash that and subscribe, because we got amazing content coming from you at all angles here at recteq.
That's
if you want this recipe and more, make sure you jump over to recteq.com/lunchbreak, put your email address in there, and we will delicately, softly insert this email into your inbox, and you can make this around the holidays for your friends and family. But sure, let's have a conversation around seasoned meats, because all good pots of greens and beans, we're from the South, okay, greens and beans, start with some smoked meats. Now, I'm also a huge fan of adding some salted country ham in there. We talked about those ham hocks. If you don't get in there and get all Griswold, like, you're missing out.
That's where the good stuff is.
And, I mean, Chef John knows a little thing about toes and feet, but he's a tail man, okay?
Tail man,
and I know
for sure.
He's going in there to get all of that delicious salty meat off the top. But what we're going to do is we're going to get this party started. Now, the ham hock, I like to make some cuts around it to make the eating of it a little bit easier, okay? And it's going to kind of fall apart just a little bit easier, okay? So we're going to score this just to let more of that delicious flavor come out, okay? Now, the tail I'm going to leave like it is, because that's perfect. All right, country ham. And the beauty of this dish is you can really add whatever you want.
Right.
And if you got leftovers laying around, now this is a couple pieces of boneless pork butt. So you guys always ask us, what do you do with boneless pork butts? You can make cassoulet. So now this was a big old piece. I kind of just cut it smaller. And we're just going to kind of cube this up. Just like that. Super simple. It also has a sausage component. So we're using a fresh kielbasa, but you can use any of your favorite sausages you want. We'll just cut those in half.
So, Chef Greg, you said this is a traditional south of France dish?
Well, I mean, we're gonna recteqify or redneckify this recipe, however you want to look at that. But yeah, typically this is a peasant dish from the south of France. Okay, super tasty stuff. We got some chicken thighs here. Now, instead of the duck confit, because you can't find it everywhere, we're going to use some chicken thighs. But we're going to season this up real quick, and we'll get this party started because I don't know about you, on a crisp day like today, having to sit out in the cold, standing in the line, this is the perfect.
Now, did you have to stand in line for a while today, Chef Greg?
Yeah, about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. That's not too bad.
I
was with my wife.
Oh, that's nice.
We had great I can't talk today. Uninterrupted conversation.
Yes.
Because you know we got some 3 crazy kids around the house. So it's nice to kind of slow down a little bit and just like, you know. All right, get on in here, sure. We've got the RT B380 Bullseye burning those delicious Kingsford signature pellets. Now, I want to capture this chicken skin and all that fat. So I'm going to go ahead and put that chicken down in there. And, you know, this is a French recipe. We're going to add some butter, okay? Just a little bit. A dab do ya. And now I'm going to put these sausages kind of around the outside to get some good flavor on this, to get this party started. And, you know, I could have left these whole and then cut them after the fact, but it's not how I want to live my recteq lifestyle. Same thing with this this pork. No need to season it this time. Just kind of put it on those grates and get a little flavor and crispiness.
Our top fan, Eddie Eagle, asks, would country-style ribs be good for this, Chef
Oh,
Greg?
shoot, yeah, Bo. And then, I mean, why not? Let's go ahead and put that tail and hock on there, and we'll just give that just a couple minutes. That's it.
What
Not
pellets
rocket
are you
science.
using, Chef Greg?
What, buddy?
What pellets are you using?
We got those Kingsford signature blend pellets right there. It's going to give us amazing flavor, great heat distribution, and ultimately this is going to be like one of those things that just the longer it cooks, the better it gets. All right, let's talk about these beans real quick. So these are some great northern or white beans that we cooked off this morning. Now, when you do beans, John, are you a soaker?
I am a soaker. I do soak.
You know what? If you're not a soaker, become one.
Yeah.
Soak your beans. So when you get home, get that bag of beans, pick through them. You might find some rocks or some debris in there. You don't want to chip a tooth. All right? So pick through your beans. Make sure there's no foreign materials in that package. And if you've ever read the back of a package of beans or legumes, it tells you to do that.
That's right.
Okay? Because they're not liable for breaking a crown. And that's high dental work is. So shout out to all those dentists out there, maybe not charging an arm and a leg for stuff, but pick through your beans, put them in a large container, and cover them with about 2.5 times cold water, stick them in the fridge, and let them just do their thing.
That's right.
That's it. Chef John, you got a good question.
Yes, we got a great question from our good friend Charles Johnson.
What's up, Charles?
He asked, what did you use as a binder on those thighs?
Absolutely nothing. You don't need it, because I want to get that fat out there, and it's going to start to develop some good flavor and fond, F-O-N-D. We're taking you on a trip overseas.
That's right.
Culinary school right here at the recteq Worldwide headquarters. Fond, F-O-N-D, is essentially the essence of everything we cook, and that's going to be those little crispy bits on the bottom of the pan that are going to come up and give our cassoulet a velvetiness, a richness, and an umptious that is amazing. So after you've soaked your beans overnight, rinse them, take them out. I'm going to make my stock with, again, seasoned meat. So smoked pigtail, smoked hawk, some aromatics, vegetables, and simmer these beans for like an hour and a half. Now you'll notice my bean skin, if you will, is not coming off. Because sometimes if you cook your beans without soaking them first, they kind of fall apart and get mushy. Not these beans. Not today, Junior. All right? And once they're good and tender, you're done. That's it. Super simple. Chef John, what you got?
Tanya Scales asks, can you use canned beans?
You can if you want to cheat, and that is completely fine. Just go ahead and give them a rinse, and then you'll add them towards the end of the cook. Now, we'll get into it a little bit, but if you want a thicker cassoulet, obviously you can cook more of that liquid out of it and kind of render it out, or you can take some of these beans, mash them with a fork, and it's going to thicken up. But I love my cassoulet to have some mushrooms, some celery, some carrot, onion, some tomato, some fresh herbs, and I was a little undecided which of my boys Josh was coming to the party. Okay, so we got some Chardonnay and we've got some Cabernet, and really however you want to live your recteq lifestyle. Sherp, I think we can probably give this a oh yeah, look at this chicken skin right here. See how it's starting to get some good color to it?
Chef Greg, while you got that open, what size pot are you using right there?
So this is a 7-quart Dutch oven. Okay, and that's what I want. That chicken skin was getting nice and crispy. So now I'm just going to go ahead and put this chicken. And this is what's beautiful about cooking on the RTB 380 is it's grilling 365, man. You're not limited to doing just one thing. All right, so we're going to go ahead and grab our vegetables, carrots, mushrooms. And if you don't like mushrooms, that's fine. Don't add it. Close the lid. Okay? But add what you like. Maybe you want to do a little more root veg, some parsnips, some turnips. Go right ahead.
That'd be
however
good.
you want to live the recteq lifestyle. But for me, you definitely want to have that mirepoix, those carrots, onion, celery. And, you know, this kind of recipes, I like mushrooms because I think it gives it such a richness and some good natural umami. Good stuff. Man, this is a nice sharp knife.
Chef Greg, would black beans or lentils be acceptable for the beans in this?
Ooh, I probably wouldn't do the black beans. Lentils would be okay. Black beans, in my opinion, are going to kind of stain that liquid a little bit. But if that's what you got and that's what you can get, fantastic. If you really wanted to redneckify this recipe, you could use black-eyed peas. Okay? But again, if you want to use any legume, it's going to be fine. But traditionally, it's going to be large white beans. Chef John, you got your beautiful hand in the air. Like you got something important for me to say or do right now.
Our top fan, Crystal Fields Kleins, asked, do you prefer cast iron over cast enamel?
All right.
And what's the difference as far as the cook goes?
You guys are awesome. Awesome people out there. Great question, Crystal Fields Klein. Appreciate you tuning in all the time here. But before we answer this, those of you watching out there, go ahead and smash that share button because on a cold weather day like today, I know the family out there wants to eat some cassoulet and they might not know what it is. So smash that share button so that they can be educated like the rest of us. But cast enamel and cast iron are very similar. How they transfer the heat into the food, they work just about the same. The biggest difference is the cast enamel will give you a non-reactive surface. What I mean by that is if you're going to cook something slightly acidic, in a cast iron pan, you're going to get a little reaction from that pan, which is fine. It might give you a slightly metallic flavor, like if I'm doing like a tomato sauce. I'm going to get a nice clean flavor in that cast enamel, but I'm going to get a little bit more of that metallic flavor in the cast iron based on the reaction of that metal. But this recipe would work just fine for either of those, but I like the ease of cleaning of the cast enamel. Again, that enamel coating, super easy to clean out, scrub, and, you know, it's how we roll around here. Chef John, what you got?
Charles Johnson asked, how would one veganize this dish?
I mean, you could definitely veganize this. Maybe you're going to smoke some tofu or smoke some chickpeas to give you those smoky elements. You can definitely add more legumes and or more vegetables in there. I would definitely do a good bit of root veg. But again, it really depends on which one, you know, what your loved ones enjoy. And for me, you know, if you're going to go through a vegetarian diet, you want to make sure that you incorporate more than just vegetables. There's a lot of cannot talk today. Good Lord. Plant-based proteins.
That's right.
That will give a good, well-rounded nutritional diet to your loved ones. So maybe you want to incorporate, you know, maybe some super grains in there, like quinoa.
Yeah,
would be a great addition
quinoa
to this
would be great. Yeah,
recipe.
for sure.
And again, they're going to hydrate and soak up a lot of that delicious liquid. You can smoke off your vegetables and make a really delicious smoked vegetable stock. Again, it's all about adding layers of flavor into your foods. Adding things like smoke salt, fresh herbs, and even a little bit of acid. Sometimes a little vinegar will go a long way with that. But I've got some rosemary, some sage, and we got some thyme. It's 12:15. So we'll go ahead. Just kidding. It's thyme, the herb. But, you know.
Our good friend John Starjevic says, I like using the Goya 16 beans. He says it's a great mix of many types of beans. I'm with him on that. They make a great 16 bean soup. It's
I
so
can't
good.
even name 16 beans. I'm just kidding. So we're going to go ahead and chop up these herbs. And I liked, again, it's rustic. You don't need to get in here and, like, completely pulverize. So just a little chopperoo, that's what you want. Get on in here, Sherp. Let's take a look at our, oh man, it's already starting to look really, and look at this ham hock. See how it's starting to separate?
Yes.
And get tasty?
Yes.
That's what you want. So now I'm going to go ahead and layer. See how, like, nice, look at that. Got some good color on there. I'm going to go ahead and layer the meats in here. Some sausages. That's a little Little pigtail.
Yes.
Okay. And it's not going to be greasy. This is going to be delicious. So we're going to layer this. Oh, man.
The smells that are coming off of this grill, guys.
A little crispy casing.
Ooh, Lord.
That's so good. And here's where we're going to start to develop some flavor. We got some delicious white wine. Maybe about a cup. We got some red wine because, again, I got 2 friends named Josh. They're both coming to the party.
That's right. Our top fan, Jeff Gately, says that looks like a pot o' joy right there.
Oh, man, you ain't lived till you've had some cassoulet.
That's what I'm talking about.
We'll add some chicken stock, and again, you could do, oh, we got a piece of meat on the side. Good call, Sherp. Glad you're back from your vacation. Everybody in the pool today.
That's right. Guys, that stuff looks amazing.
I mean, it does not suck. But we're not done yet. A little tomato paste. Okay? And we're just going to let that do its thing for just a little bit. Don't worry, I'm going to stir it in. Okay? It's going to happen. But we need to have a conversation first because we're not ready yet for everything to go in the pool because I want to talk to you guys about some stuff. We get a lot of questions about how do I make my food a little bit more flavorful. Maybe it's missing just a little bit of touch. And a lot of that is, you know, maybe you've got some demi-glace. Ooh, demi-glace. Fancy word. Maybe comment down below if you know what demi-glace is. But us chefs have some tricks up our sleeves to make food really tasty.
That's right.
Well, not everybody has buckets of demi-glace or really good fresh stock in their kitchen, okay? So you can go down your soup aisle and find some bases and or little cheats for delicious. So, again, we've got some sautéed onion base. And you know Ray Carnes, that crazy animal, him, loves that garlic base and some stuff. Super tasty. Maybe if you want to add a little ham base into your bean juice and amplify that flavor. And this is a new one I saw. It's a caramelized beef and onion base. Okay? So all you can do is take some of this and, like, give a squirt.
Ooh. Yes.
And there's probably a recipe or an amount to put in there. I don't know. I'm just going rogue savage animal.
I love it.
You know? I mean, I don't think there's enough herbs in there. We're going to go ahead and add that Colton's freaking Greek because why not? We'll add these fresh herbs.
Yes.
Boom. Just like that. And you know what? We'll just go ahead and add those beans in here.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know what you think is good, John. But for me, like, this right here is going to be
deliciousness.
Was it an Aladdin song, A Whole New World?
A Whole New World. Chef Craig, what temperature do you have the RTB 380 at?
We are at 500 degrees.
Okay, and now I have another question from Marie Ann Manley. She asked, can this dish be done on the 700?
Absolutely. It could be done on a 590. It could be done on a 340. You could do it in the Matador if you want.
That's right.
Hey, there's our Jody Flanagan, our recteq Girls expert right there.
Hey,
Jody, how
you
doing? All right. Yeah, you can absolutely do this on any of our grills. Okay? Great flavor. You're cooking with Kingsford pellets. Not on the Matador. You're not. But you can easily do your beans and other things on that Matador for you. But yeah, for sure. 500 degrees for about an hour. Now, if you notice, you're reducing your liquid a little bit. You can add a little more chicken stock in there if you want. At some point, you could add a lid if it's starting to get out of control. But for me, an hour, all of that stuff is going to get like super tasty, super delicious, get like crispiness on the top. Chow, please. Good, good stuff. And again, we brought our boy Josh to the party. I mean,
both of them.
Both of them.
Both of them.
I mean, they are twins. One's red, one's white. But they're both named Josh.
That's right.
But you can definitely cook this on any of the recteq lifestyle grills. Be fantabulous. Chef John, you got a good question.
Yeah, top fan Eddie Eagle nailed it. He said demi is a reduction of stock.
Yes and no. So it is a roasted veal stock that you're going to do. Then you're going to make sauce espagnole. Okay, fancy word, right? Demi-glace is 50% brown stock, 50% espagnole, reduced by half. That's demi-glace right there. That is your educational moment and opportunity on Tuesday, November 3rd. Mark this day down in history. It's the day that you knew and was edumacated in what demi-glace is.
That's so funny.
And if you've never made demi-glace or brown sauce with smoked bones, ooh, child, please. Get some beef knuckles, put that on the grill. It's the Jody face right there. All right, sure, but let's get on in here. We're going this side, though, because I'm going to show you what we got going on. Now, in this 700, we got one right here, just like that. Okay, and we can see how tender and delicious all of this is right here. Okay, like it's literally just falling off the bone.
So
here.
delicious.
We got the sausages, we got the chicken, we got the pork, we got the ham. And when you eat something like this, you're gonna eat some crispy, crunchy bread. So you've got some baguette bread. We're just gonna throw that right there for like 5 minutes, crisp all that up, and then we get to eat. Okay, because we hangry around here. Okay?
Real hangry,
Dude,
Chef
all
Greg.
the time hangry.
Real hangry.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead now. What you don't want to do is take a pot, and this is one of my pet peeves. This surface right here, this fantastic recteq Academy cutting board made out of maple, is a sacred surface. Under no circumstance do you put some hot, greasy, dirty pot on this cutting board.
Don't do it.
Like, chefs have a relationship with their knives and their cutting boards. Okay? Don't jack it up. So when I take this off, we're just going to put a towel right there. That way I can put my pot on here, cut my bread, and it's all about branding and marketing. I'm not covering up the logo, people. Not happening. Sure, if we got to oil this board. It's looking a little crusty elbow here. But Chef John, any good questions out there? Anybody saying anything good today?
Everybody's saying it looks delicious. Top fan Todd says it would be awesome to put over some rice.
Very good. You can also take those beans and kind of mash them with a fork. It'll give a little bit more viscosity to it. But again, this could cook down maybe another half an hour and really cook more of that liquid out of it. And the benefit to when you're reducing a lot of that liquid out, you're going to have some evaporation. But what's going to happen is that liquid, that flavor inside of that pot is just going to intensify. And it's going to get more ridiculous and flavorful and absolutely amazing. And that's what you want. And that's why things like this taste better the next day. Because all of those flavors had really had a chance to sort of meld together, as our recteq Grills expert would say. Chef John, what you got?
Roger Dodger says, about how many people will this dish feed, the one that you made today?
In the pot, we've got 6 sausages, and we have 4 chicken thighs. So figure 1 chicken thigh per person. So I would say about 4 people with some leftovers. It depends on your family, but 4 hangry chefs. Now, this pot over here is not as much because I'm just feeding Chef John and myself because, I mean, I look after him, he looks after me.
That's right.
Ebony and ivory. That's how we roll around here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Treat people nice. Respect your fellow man.
That's right.
He will respect you.
That's right.
So, I got to cook my brother some delicious food around here. Because
That's
I
what I'm
made
talking
Cincinnati
about.
chili, and everybody else can eat Cincinnati chili and leftover pizza from Saturday.
Yeah, but we're eating Cassoulet here today on the recteq deck.
I mean, that's how we roll
It's
around
like we're in the south of France just chilling.
Would you need some wine, like pinky up,
Yeah, Dirty Girls, maybe they could bring us some wine. That'd be great.
Be good. Maybe some nice, trying to think, maybe a Puy Fusset. Be like a good
That's what I'm talking
good
about.
wine, something crisp. That is a wine. I'm not being vulgar, people. Okay, this is lunch break. This is a PG-rated show. God. All right, let's go ahead and get this cassoulet out of here, Sherp.
Chef Greg, if someone wanted these cutting boards, where can they get one?
Man, I mean, you got to pay to play. You got to join us at recteq Academy. But look, this just bubbling cauldron of delicious. And you go to the table just like that.
Oh,
Woo,
yes.
Chris, that's hot. And if your bread, like, doesn't sound
Crispity, crunchy?
like that, you need to go give it back.
Man, that looks so delicious, Chef Greg.
Now, you want to be careful because this is not just frenulum burning status. This is a do not return to your frenulum.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, it's
so
gone.
Don't be a savage beast and get a straw and get in here because you're going to regret life. Okay? It's going to taste great, but you're going to completely nuke your frenulum. So,
yeah.
And I said this for me and Chef John. I got my... Look at this chicken thigh right here, just falling apart. Like, that is something fierce.
Chef Greg, Rachel Banks is in the comment section. She says, wait, there's more chili left?
Savages. All All right, so I'm going to get those beans and ham. That's Chef John's bowl. Let me go in here and grab my... Look at this chicken thigh right here. Like, hold on. Time out. You see how tender this is? It is literally just falling apart. That's what you want. Let me grab me a big old hunk of that pork. And then you got to have the juice.
Literally, the smells coming off of that pot right now are making my mouth water.
Oh, this is like next level.
So
like,
good.
If I could have a final meal, this has got to be up there. Like 100%. And again, it's all about branding and marketing. I can't cover the logo.
That's right.
All right, sure. But I think the view here is a nice low angle logo, crusty bread slicing action. Oh, did you see
I heard
that?
I heard it, Chef
we
Greg.
Sent crumbs flying in the air. Oh, this is... I don't know about you, but this right here is some next level recteq cooking right here, because you can literally cook anything and everything on a recteq grill. I'm talking biscuits to briskets, pork butts and ribs. You could do bacon from scratch, cassoulet. Endless opportunities of deliciousness.
We've done creme brulee. I've done nanner pudding. We've done all types of cakes, cookies, anything sweet you could think of.
And if you want to see more sweet stuff, okay, just take a look at my man Chef John every Thursday at 11 o'clock.
That's right.
Eastern Standard Time on Instagram with Late Night Munchies, because he's known to cook up something sweet.
I am.
All right, John.
Are we coming in now? It's time?
Yeah.
I mean,
if you want to stand over there and drool.
No, I'm not drooling anymore. It's perfect timing. Oh.
But this right here is what you want. Like, look at this pork. Like, I'm literally cutting this pork butt with
so good.
a spoon.
So good.
Let me get some beans in here.
Hot, delicious, so flavorful. Man. Chicken is cooked to perfection. Some of that crusty bread.
Like,
man.
Almost the heck with the meats and the beans.
For real.
Just give me the bread and the sugu. Like, I want the juice.
I don't know what you guys are eating for lunch, but I'm telling you, it ain't cassoulet.
It ain't as good as this right here.
No, it's really not.
Man.
Treat yourselves, though. That was super easy. One pot dish, Chef Greg. You nailed it. You nailed it. You the man.
Cheers, buddy.
You the man.
I could finish the show, but I'm going to eat this first, and you're going to have to just
suffer through it. Yeah. Wow.
I mean,
Chef Greg, we got a few people that are just now tuning in, though. You want to recap for them what you just did?
The words escape me right now at how delicious this is. All right, so, man. Nope. Where's Jody? I need to throw something. I'm just kidding. All right, so we made a delicious cassoulet. So in here, we've got some smoked pig's tails. We've got some smoked hocks. We have some chicken thighs. We have some sausage. We have some pork shoulder. We kind of roast that all off. We've got a Dutch enamel cast iron pan here with some red wine, some white wine, some delicious chicken stock, a ton of aromatics, carrots, onions, celery, mushrooms. We got some Roma tomatoes. We got some tomato paste. We got some Colden's freaking Greek because it's amazing. We let this simmer for hours. Okay, kick back, grab a cup of coffee, open a drink. This would be a great day for a nice whiskey. You know, 2 fingers. Just kind of sit back and treat yourself. But the flavor on here, I'm telling you, you taste the smoke in that dish. And it's not overbearing, but it gives you a warmth.
It really does.
And it literally fills your gut with happiness. Like, my gut, my happy spot is like right over here. So this pocket of my stomach is just like screaming, eat more, eat more, eat more. And I will in just a minute because it's been 31 minutes. So it's been an official show. Okay? You might not have thought we could do cassoulet in 30 minutes. We did it.
We did do it.
And we did it well.
We did do it. It tastes delicious, Chef Greg.
Man,
You should be so proud of yourself.
Crazy. Chef John, any other questions before we wrap this up and
They're
close
saying
this down?
everything looks great. They can't really believe that you did it. They said that I bet it smells delicious over there. They're loving it.
Smell and taste are like a 13 out of 10.
They want to know if this recipe is going to be emailed to them.
Absolutely, man. Jump over to recteq.com/lunchbreak, and absolutely we'll email this recipe to you. But make sure you guys follow us on all social media. Set your notifications because you never know we're going live. All right? So a little bit later today, we got a new show. We got Twitter Tweets.
That's right, 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Twitter Eats or Twitter Tweets?
Twitter tweet.
I don't know.
Tuesday tweets.
Tuesday tweets. Just go ahead and follow us on Twitter and make sure you join us today at 4 o'clock when Chef John and Jordan throw down something delicious.
It's going to be awesome.
I know what he's making, and I'm not going to tell you, but he's going to save me one.
I will. Save you a
two,
couple. I'm going to save you a couple.
That's how we roll around here.
That's right.
I feed him lunch. He feeds me dinner.
That's
what
right.
we do. Every Wednesday at 12 o'clock, we got barbecue. You can follow the girls of recteq as they throw down something amazingly delicious. It's also kid-friendly, easy to prep, and maybe you got that picky eater in your family. I think between Madeline and Shannon, they got you covered.
They definitely do.
On Thursday, join us on YouTube. This week, we got a special guest host on YouTube. Chef John is going ham this week. Absolutely. Make sure you join us for Product Spotlight at 4 o'clock with me and Chef John. Kind of take you through a tour of something cool with recteq. And then on Friday, make sure you join us on Fun Day Friday, Facebook, 12 o'clock, because last week we gave away an RT700.
That's right.
And this week we're going to give away an RT700. That's 2 weeks in a row.
That's right.
I can't tell you how to enter. You gotta watch that episode and follow along because you don't want to miss your chance to win. It's going to be fantastic. But from everybody here at the recteq Worldwide Headquarters in Evans, Georgia, get out and vote. Do your civic duty.
Yes.
Be nice to your fellow man.
Yes.
Okay? Golden rule. Do unto others as you want do unto you.
Tell
right,
them,
man?
Chef Greg.
That's
Tell
what I'm
them.
saying. But you know how we end the show around here. God bless you. God bless the United States. And we will see you
at the recteq.
What's up, Vince? Courtney, Michael, Jack, Mark, Jeff Gately. What's up, buddy? Darren George did a great job on Friday spinning that wheel.
And come get
Linda,
it.
Steve, how
when
you all
the sun
doing
starts
today?
going
Bruce
down,
Bryant, appreciate
live
you
your
joining
life
in.
the
Kay
way
Sharon,
you like. It's
absolutely, you know it.
recteq
Treg Owens,
lifestyle.
clean the pot, super simple. Little Dawn, little elbow grease. Javier Isaac.